I am excited to share this with you because I still am in shock. If you've ever heard that metaphor, it's like I literally felt like initially the information came at me like a fire hose, but I drank it all in, metaphorically speaking. And what's exciting is that I took really good care of my body, obviously, in order for me to become a competitive bodybuilder. So for those of you that, you're really looking after a holistic approach to your health, that was me. I ate right. I did everything that I knew to do as a practitioner to make sure that I put myself in a position of success. I positioned myself for success on a daily basis. Well, fast forward with, 7 or 8 years of being a competitive bodybuilder, my mom got really sick. And I had to make a pivot really fast with my career, and all these synergistic things occurred. Friend Elizabeth, who I am so grateful for forever, for giving me this information and giving me the gift of health. Within just a few minutes of getting my very first box, I literally tore into it. And within about 2 minutes, I felt it immediately. And another 10 minutes, and my range of motion increased by around 30%. I was having issues with the shoulder. As athletes do, we injure ourselves because we are pushing ourselves to the absolute limit, right? So fast forward some more. Here are some of the changes, and I can just roll these off for you. Internally, 8 to 9 hours of deep sleep is in comparison to 5 to 6 broken sleep. Injured muscles taking 5 minutes to repair compared to 2 weeks. 0 soreness after a really tough workout, like a leg day. For those of you that work out, you know what leg day is like. Instead of 2 days of soreness, it's literally like 0 DOMS. And for those of you that don't know what that is, it's called delayed onset muscle soreness. Now, externally, those are the things that happen to me internally. And I'm very body aware, so I know these things, biochemically. So vertical lines, ladies, do you know what I'm talking about? They're called 11s. Aesthetic goal, absolutely. And this is only after 17 days. Imagine what I'm going to look like, in a few more months. I didn't like wearing reading glasses, and I don't need them anymore. So I was like, yeah, baby, no more reading glasses. And then the white flaky skin that used to come out of my scalp because of a situation that I deal with, those are gone as well. And then for those of you that are competitive in aesthetics, either bodybuilding, or you like the way you would like to look amazing in a bikini, here's what happened to me. I got leaner, and I could tell in my middle area, which is usually the toughest place for most of us to lose if you have the kind of metabolism where that's the last place, your tough spot, so to speak. I lost it there first, and I went. So mom had a really bad situation in the beginning of the year. End of January, she's been dealing with some bacterial things, and the doctors put her on a lot of the normal protocols that you would put somebody on that was dealing with her bacterial issues. Well, in the midst of that, she had a lot of muscle weakness, and she fell so hard that she bled all over the floor because her nose landed in the bathroom. She fell, she had lacerations all over her elbows and her knees, and she was unable to walk or even get out of bed for 4 weeks. So we had to carry her literally into a chair or a wheelchair, and then wheel her into the bathroom for several weeks. I wasn't sleeping. She wasn't sleeping. And, we, again, put her on all the things that I knew to do. We were able to get her off all the medications. However, for the last 3 months, she's been really struggling to gain her muscle back. And she lost 20 pounds of muscle and probably about 10 pounds of fat. And so she's down to 100 pounds now. She was, like I said, unable to get out of bed and unable to get out of couches by herself. So about 2 or 3 days in, we both started taking 4 ounces in the morning and 4 ounces in the evening. We both have upped it to 12. Actually, the next night, she slept the whole night. I slept the whole night. And so that was a miracle unto itself, because sleep is when you repair. Deep sleep is really, really key to, overall health and longevity. And so 2 weeks later, she now is able to get on and off the couch all by herself, literally popped out of the couch with no help, no bracing, no cane. And she's able to walk now with just by herself instead of holding on to me for dear life.